Hey guys, Crypto Dad here again, and today I'm going to show you how to set up and use the Ledger Nano X cryptocurrency hardware wallet. And I'm going to show you how to do it using your phone and your computer, or either or. So let's get started. Hey guys, Crypto Dad here again. I'm here with the rig in my man cave, and I wanted to invite you to spend some time with me learning how to set up the Ledger Nano X cryptocurrency hardware wallet. And I'm going to be using this beautiful Ledger Nano X Black on Black Market Edition. Now, you can get this if you have the Ledger Genesis Pass NFT. The only thing different about it is how cool it looks. So if you have a normal Ledger Nano X, you can follow along with this video just fine. So basically you want to go to the Ledger Live homepage, ledger.com/Ledger Live, and download the app for your platform. You can also scan the QR code with your phone if you want to do that. That will just ensure that you get the latest version. If you don't have a computer, you can simply search for the Ledger Live app in the Apple Store. Just make sure that it looks like mine, that has this icon and everything. Go ahead and get it downloaded. All right, once you've done that, you can open it up. You'll want to give it access to Bluetooth so that it can interface with the device. Got the Get Started here. And then we're going to choose the Setup Ledger. We'll do Ledger Nano X in this case. And we're going to set this device up as new. Right? And then there's a few things they want to bring to your attention here. And then we're at the setup screen. We can also do that on our computer. I'm going to download the Windows app. Just download the installer to wherever you want on your computer. I'm going to use my Downloads folder. You can see I already have a copy there. All right, and once you've got that, you can double click the installer and install Ledger Live on your computer. All right, and when you're finished, you can run Ledger Live. All right, it's very similar to the phone app. We'll choose our device. We'll tell it we're setting it up for the first time. They're going to show us those same screens. And there you go. And as you can see, they're both pretty similar, right? So you can follow along. I'll just open up the box and go through the setup, and then we'll connect the device to both our computer and our phone during this video so that both computer users and phone users can get what they need out of this video. I'm going to put a link in the description if you want to get your hands on the Genesis Pass NFT. Just make sure if you do that you get an NFT that a market NFT that has not claimed the Ledger Nano Black on Black yet. I would assume that whoever is selling the NFT would make it clear, because it is possible to claim the Black on Black NFT and then sell the Market Pass NFT. All right, and there we are. There's the Ledger Black on Black. Notice how this button here is clear. You can see some circuitry down underneath there. It's a pretty cool device. And the outer case is black. All right, we can take this off. All right, we'll get ready to set this device up. All right, here's our little card, which we don't need. Got our recovery sheet, which is very important. And then we have a little start kit. It gives us some regulatory information, some cool stickers, and some instructions in multiple languages on how to navigate the buttons on the device. You can go ahead and get your device charged up before you run the setup, or you can just simply leave it plugged in during the setup. It's up to you. It doesn't affect the setup either way. And then under here, you've got the cable. Notice this is a regular USB-C to C cable. You can use any compatible USB cable, right? There's nothing special about that cable. And then this is very important also, the recovery phrase. There's some instructions on here about how to do the recovery. All right. And then here's your recovery sheet. Now this is the sheet where you're going to write your words down. We'll go ahead and connect the device. This is the welcome screen here. The little arrow here indicates that there's more if we navigate over in that direction. And you can see that there's an arrow on this side too that indicates you can go in either direction. You can navigate through these initial instructions, tell you how to interface with the device. And then when you get to this command, you'll want to activate it, right? We're going to set this device up as new. If you go one past, you'll see the restore command. That would be if you already have a phrase that you wish to do a restore on this device. But we're setting this device up as new. So we'll land on this little command and hit both buttons. First thing it wants us to do is choose our PIN. You can choose up to 4 or 8 digits. I like to choose 8 myself. But to start this process, just click both buttons. And you can navigate the buttons up or down to choose your digit. And notice when you get to the next space that there is a backspace if you need to go back and choose a different one. Now notice when you've entered 4 digits that there's a check mark there. That means that if you're done, you can just click both buttons to end PIN entry. But I'm going to go ahead and continue digits. And notice after you've entered your 5th that you also have the option of check or backspace in addition to the digits. All right, and once you've entered all your digits and you're done, it's going to ask you to re-enter the exact same PIN again. All right, once you've successfully entered your PIN twice, you'll get to the recovery phrase section. And then when you get to this point, you can click both buttons to begin writing down your recovery phrase. There's a few more instructions here. Click both buttons. And there's that first word. Notice that each word has a number. The order of these words is very important. So make sure as you're writing it down on your sheet that the word number 1 is in the word number 1 slot on your sheet. And word number 2 is in the second slot of your sheet. So because, like I mentioned, the word order is crucial. All right, so I'll start to write down my words. And after each word, you can use the button to advance to the next word. So since I accidentally used up my sheet, I'm going to write mine down on a piece of paper. It doesn't matter where you write it down, just make sure that the words are numbered and that when you're done, you put it in a safe place where no one can find it. Another thing I like to do is indicate the device and the date. It helps if you're like me and you've done this for a lot of different wallets. Sometimes you'll run across a recovery phrase and you're not sure which device it belongs to and when you did it, right? So this is very helpful, I've found. Once you're finished writing down all your words, you're going to want to have this list handy because you're going to need to confirm the words on the device. All right, once we've written down that last word, we'll just advance over to this screen and click both buttons. And then it's going to want us to confirm our recovery phrase. Go ahead and click both buttons. During the confirmation phase, it's going to indicate that we're on word number 1, and then it will present a list of 4 words. You can scroll through, and you can see that there are 4 words to choose from. All you need to do is refer to your sheet and choose the word that you have written down in slot number 1. This is much easier than having to type in the words by hand. So I'll look over at my sheet and note that my word number 1 is sister, and I'll click both buttons. All right, and then we're on word number 2. I'll look over at my sheet and note my word that I wrote down in the number 2 slot and find it in this list. In my case, the word is together, so I'll click both buttons there. And now we're on word 3. My word number 3 is display. I find it in the list and click both buttons. And then we can just go through the list and choose the word that you've written down. Now, it is possible that the same word appears twice in your list. This is fairly common, so no need to panic about that. All right, when we've confirmed all 24 words, you'll be here. It's going to give you some more instructions. When we get here, we'll click both buttons. You'll see this processing. It'll tell you your device is ready, and then you can advance over to the next screen. And then this command will take us to the dashboard. So we'll click both buttons. Here's our dashboard. Now the device is completely ready to go. Let's go back to our setup on the phone. We'll do that one first. All right, you'll notice they just walk us through all the stuff that we just did. All right, so you can follow along with the app if you want, because the app will give you all of the instructions that you need to get your device set up. All right, and then there's this little quiz, which I won't go through. When you go through the quiz, if you get the wrong answer, it'll let you know. So you can learn by trial and error if you want. All right, now we want to pair up our Nano device. So the Ledger device is on. All right, and I've got my app ready to go. I'll click Pair Nano. I'll choose Pair with Bluetooth. And it sees my device here. I'll just tap on it. And notice here that I've got a pair on my phone, and then I have that same number on my device. All right, so just make sure these numbers match. All right, once you've confirmed the numbers match, just click Pair on your phone, and then click both buttons on your device. It's going to go through the authentication check, and you will want to allow Ledger Manager at this point, and then it'll tell you that your pairing is successful. And you're ready to start setting up your crypto. Notice we can do the same thing on the desktop. It walks us through all of those instructions. All right, they give us the quiz on the desktop version as well. All right, and now in my case, I have now connected my device to my computer with a USB cable. Right, you can see I've got my device connected. It's connected to my computer. So I'll go ahead and run the Check My Nano, and I passed the genuine check on the desktop app. All right, and there's the terms, and there we go. So now we've successfully set up the device and connected it to our computer app and our phone app. Either way, if you have both, you could do it my way, or if you have one or the other, just follow the instructions for the device that you're using. All right, now Ledger Live is set up and it's ready for us to start adding accounts. In Ledger Live, the term account effectively means wallet. So we're going to be setting up some wallets and putting some crypto in there. And as you recall, in parallel, we're also configuring accounts in our Ledger Live phone app. So I'll kind of be going back and forth to show you how this works, and then also show you how both of these applications are related to this same private key. So I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So let's take a look at where we stand. Now, I have 3 different cryptocurrency exchange accounts. We've got Coinbase here, Binance US here, and KuCoin here. All right, so in my Coinbase account, I have some Ethereum, some Bitcoin, and some Cardano. And in my Binance US account, I've got some Shiba Inu, some Polkadot, and some Bitcoin. And over in KuCoin, I've got some XRP. So I want to store all of these cryptos in my Ledger-based wallet. So I'll show you what to do on the phone and on the desktop. We'll start with the assets that we have in our Coinbase account. We're going to need to set up accounts in Ledger Live to hold these various cryptocurrencies. So we'll go over here and I have my Ledger device connected to my computer, and we'll start with Add Account. The first one we'll do is Ethereum. That was the top one on our list. All right, we've got our device connected, and we'll hit Continue. Now it asks us to allow Ledger Manager so that Ledger Live can communicate with the device. It's checking to see if I have the Ethereum app on my device. So it detected that I don't have the Ethereum app, and now it's installing it for me. All right, now that it's installed, it wants me to open it. I'll click both buttons to do that. And now it has created an empty Ethereum wallet for me. You can name this whatever you want. I'll just take the little one off and just call it Ethereum. We'll hit add account. And we're done there. Notice in portfolio, it's still empty, right? There's really no assets in here. But if we go to accounts, you can see that I have an empty Ethereum account. And like I said, this can be considered a wallet, right? I can click on it and see that there's no activity yet. It's ready to go, right? So we've just created our first empty cryptocurrency account. And we'll create another account. We'll click add account. And this time we'll say we want to create a Bitcoin account. We'll hit continue. So there it goes. It's installing the Bitcoin app for me. All right. And when it's done, it asks me to open the Bitcoin app. All right. Now it's just created an empty Bitcoin account for me. There are other types of Bitcoin accounts that you can create. If you toggle this on, there are different formats of Bitcoin wallets. I'm just going to stick with the default, right, which is native SegWit. And I'll go ahead and shave that little one off and create add account. We're done. So now we've got 2 empty cryptocurrency accounts. Now that we've got our 2 empty accounts, let's go ahead and transfer some crypto from our Coinbase account to these crypto wallets. So we'll go over here to Coinbase. We're going to do send by clicking the button up here. And the first choice here is Ethereum, since I have some Ethereum in the account. I'll go ahead and send it all. There's not much in here. If you're doing it for the first time, always make sure to send a small test transaction first. Now, it wants to know where I want to send this Ethereum. I've got this little to field here. We're going to be using address because we have some crypto wallets ready to go. So I'll go back over here to Ledger Live. I'll click into the Ethereum account, and then I'm going to click receive. All right, it's telling us to make sure we only send Ethereum into this wallet. I'll click continue. Now it connects to my device, and it's asking me to open the Ethereum app. This is the verification step. You always want to make sure that the account that you're sending crypto into matches the device you have connected, right? And so now it's asking me to verify the address. I'll just advance over. There's the address. Notice that it's the same one that we see on our screen. Now it wants me to approve. Before I click approve, I'm going to click this little icon here to copy the address into my clipboard. Now I can approve the address. All right, and now I have that address in my clipboard. Let's go back over here. We'll paste it into the to field and click continue. I'm going to turn off the camera on the device. At this point, I have the address information in my transaction. I don't need to keep the device on anymore at this point. The crypto will still go into the wallet, even if the device is off. I get a lot of people asking me about that. We'll hit send now. I'm going to need my 2-factor authentication, and off it goes. All right, and then we'll just wait here for the Ethereum to arrive in our wallet. All right, and there you can see in the wallet that Ethereum that I sent from my Coinbase account has now arrived in the wallet. I can scroll down a little bit and look at the transaction history. Notice that it's orange, and that means that it's not confirmed on the blockchain yet. Doesn't mean that I don't have it. It just means that it's not spendable yet. It's safely and securely in the wallet, but it's going to take it a few minutes to become spendable, where I can send it back out again. All right, let's go back to accounts, and this time we'll go into Bitcoin. And we want to send some Bitcoin into our wallet from Coinbase. We'll go back over to Coinbase. We'll do another send, and this time we'll choose Bitcoin. We'll go ahead and send it all. Like I said, it's a small amount. And now Coinbase wants to know, where should I send this Bitcoin? So we'll go back over to Ledger Live. We'll do a receive. We'll click continue here. And notice it kind of bombed me out of the Ethereum app. And now it's asking me to open the Bitcoin app. So I'll go ahead and click both buttons there. Once again, this is the confirmation step. All right, it shows me the Bitcoin address, and I can double check it here on my screen to make sure they match. I'll go ahead and click this icon to copy the Bitcoin address into my clipboard. I'll advance over by hitting this button, and then I'll click approve. All right, and then we're done. I'll turn this off. And just as before, now that we have the address, we don't need the device attached anymore in order to receive the Bitcoin. All right, I'll paste in the address here. I'll click continue. There's a breakdown. And I've sent my Bitcoin. We'll go back over to Ledger Live and we'll wait for the Bitcoin to arrive in our wallet. All right, and now you can see that the Bitcoin has arrived in my Bitcoin wallet. It is also waiting to be confirmed on the blockchain. Doesn't mean I don't have it, just means it's not spendable yet. All right, so we've created 2 wallets. We've transferred some crypto into those wallets, and we've used our Ledger device and the desktop version of Ledger Live. So what about the phone version? How does that relate to what we've just done? Let's take a quick look. If we go over to our phone-based version of Ledger Live, it's still waiting, right? It's still waiting for us to add accounts. But we've already transferred some crypto into the accounts that we created over on the desktop. How do we access those? Well, pretty much the same way. We tap Add Account on our phone. We'll choose With Ledger. And we need to make sure that our Ledger is in range, right? We've already paired it with Bluetooth. I'm going to tap Bitcoin. And it wants me to open the Bitcoin app on my device. So I'll click both buttons. And now it's going to scan the device. Remember when we did this over on the desktop, there were no wallets yet. So it basically just added an empty wallet. But watch what happens now that we've already created a wallet using our device. It sees the Bitcoin account already, right? Because we're accessing the exact same private keys from this device. So notice that it sees the existing Bitcoin account, and it's also offering me the option of adding a new empty account. I'm not going to tick off the Bitcoin 2 account. I'll just go ahead and use the existing Bitcoin account. We'll hit continue. And then we've successfully added the account in the phone app. And there's the Bitcoin balance, right? We've basically just accessed the wallet that we created using our Ledger device over on the desktop side. We can back out here, go back to the top level of the wallet, and we'll choose Add Account again. We'll use the Ledger. And this time we'll add an Ethereum account. Right? It bombs me out of the Bitcoin app on the device. And then it asks me to open the Ethereum app. I'll click both buttons. It's going to connect to the device through Bluetooth. It's scanning the device for any existing wallets. If there are no wallets, it'll allow me to create an empty one. But we already know what's going to happen because we've already created one Ethereum account already on this device. Just as before, it finds the existing Ethereum account and then offers us the option of creating a second Ethereum account. All right, so we'll go ahead and click continue here. And then we'll go to see your assets. And if we back out, now you can see we have 2 wallets in our phone app that are basically the exact same wallets we're seeing over here in our Ledger Live, right? So once we create a wallet over on the desktop side, you'll be able to see it on the phone side as soon as you add the account, right? It'll scan the device and add the account. Now, if you remember, we also had some Cardano in our Coinbase account. Let's transfer the Cardano into our wallet. We're going to have to create an empty Cardano wallet. Let's go ahead and do that from the phone. I'll tap Add Account. I'll choose With My Ledger. And this time I'll choose Cardano. It's going to check whether I have the Cardano app or not. And since I don't, it's going to install it for me automatically. All the communication with the phone app takes place across Bluetooth. All right, you can see it's installing the app for me. All right, now it wants me to open the Cardano app. I'll click both buttons to do that. All right, it's scanning the device, checking for any existing wallets. We know there's no existing ADA wallet, so it's basically just going to offer us the option of creating an empty Cardano account. I'll go ahead and tap Continue here. And then we can go to See Your Asset, and you can see here that we have an empty Cardano account. So let's go over, since we were using the phone, let's connect to our Coinbase account through our phone, right? The assumption here is that you may not have a computer, but you do have a Coinbase account that you're accessing from your phone. So I'll slide over to my Coinbase account. I'll go to the Home section, and then I'll choose Send. And I'm going to send that Cardano. And now it's asking me the same question. Where do you want to send your Cardano? Well, phone, email, or address. We're going to use address. We have a Cardano wallet in our Ledger Live app. So all we have to do is slide back over to Ledger Live. We'll do a receive, and we'll go ahead and do the verify by tapping this button. It's going to connect to the device. And notice here that on the device, it's going to show me that Cardano address. So I'll click both buttons. There's the path. There's the staking key path. These messages, we'll just click both buttons to get through them. There's the first piece of the address. It's rather long. I'll use this button to scroll to the second half of the address. Once I have that address verified, I'll click both buttons. And then I'll click both buttons again to confirm. All right, so there's the Cardano address. I'm going to hit tap copy to copy that into my clipboard. Now that we have the address, we can disconnect the device if we want to. I'm going to scroll back over to Coinbase, and now I'm going to paste in that address. All right, I'll click continue here. I'll go ahead and send it all. It's a small amount. And there you go. You can see the address, rather long, and there's an estimated transfer fee. We'll go ahead and tap send now. I'll need my two-factor authentication for Coinbase, which I can get from my Google Authenticator. I'll just tap it, copy it into my clipboard, slide back over here, and do a paste. Paste in that code, and I've made my transfer. Right? Now I can go back over to Ledger Live. We'll go ahead and tap that X in the top right corner to dismiss this, and then we'll wait for the Cardano to arrive in the phone. Also notice that when I added that account, I wasn't able to edit the name, but I can do that now that the account is created. I'll tap on the account. I'll click the gear shift icon in the top right, and I'll just tap on account name. All right, I'll just name it Cardano without the 1. Now we've adjusted the name. All right, and there on the phone app, you can see that the Cardano has come in. All right, now if you recall, we had some SHIB, DOT, and BTC over here, and we had some XRP in our KuCoin account. Let's go ahead and create wallets for DOT and XRP. We'll go ahead and use our phone for this. So we've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano currently. So basically, we're just going to tap Add Account. We'll choose With Ledger. And we'll add DOT first. All right, now you'll see that I've got my device here. even though it's plugged into the computer, it still can interface with my phone via Bluetooth. So it's checking to see whether I have the Dot app, and I do not. So it's installing it for me. All right, and now it's instructing me to open the Polkadot app, so I'll click both buttons to do that. All right, so it checked for a Dot wallet. There was no existing Dot wallet, so it's offering me the option of creating an empty Dot wallet. I'll hit continue here, and then we can go to see your asset, and there we go. Now we'll go ahead and do the XRP account, get our wallet ready for that. I'll tap add account. I'll choose with Ledger, and we'll choose XRP this time. It's checking to see whether I have the XRP app or not. I don't have it, so it's going to go ahead and install it for me. All right, it's instructing me to open the XRP app, so I'll click both buttons. Okay, it's scanning the device. And once again, there are no existing XRP wallets, so it's just going to offer me the option of creating an empty one. I'll go ahead and click continue here. We'll go to see asset, and we've got our empty XRP wallet. All right, so now we've got the wallets created. Let's go ahead and put some crypto in these two wallets. So we'll start with the Polkadot. I'll slide over to my Binance US app. All right, so there's the Polkadot in my Binance US account. I'll just tap on that and get into the Polkadot account. I'm going to do a withdraw. All right. Now I need the Polkadot address. So I'll get that from my wallet. We'll slide back over to Ledger Live. I'll do a receive. And I'll go ahead and verify this address. I'll tap that verify button. All right, it wants me to open the Polkadot app again, which I will do. All right, it wants me to review. So I can look at the address on my device and then check it with the address I see on my phone to make sure they match. I'll just go over here to approve. And now I have the Polkadot address. All right, so I'm going to tap that address and copy it into my clipboard. I'll slide back over here to Binance US, and I'll do a paste. All right, and I'll tap max. It's a small amount. We'll preview the withdrawal. There's the breakdown along with the withdrawal fees. I'll tap withdraw dot. Slide over to Google Authenticator, get my Binance US code, tap it, slide back over to Binance US, and then I'll paste in that code. All right, now they're going to send me a confirmation email, which I'm going to need to check. All right, there's that email. I'll just tap confirm withdrawal, and the withdrawal order has been submitted. I can go over to my wallet and wait for the dot to come in. All right, and there you can see that the dot has come into my wallet. All right, so now we've got the Polkadot, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, and Cardano. Let's do that XRP. I'll go over to the account that has the XRP in it, my KuCoin account. Right, I'll just go over to my assets, into my main account, and there's that XRP at the top. I'll tap that, and then down at the bottom, I'll tap withdraw. And now I need the address of my XRP wallet. So I'll slide back over to Ledger Live. I'll tap receive. I'll go ahead and verify this. It wants me to open the XRP app. I'll click both buttons to do that. All right, there's the address. I'll just look at it on my device and verify. And then I'll click approve. All right, now that I've confirmed the address, I'll just tap copy there. Copy that address into my clipboard, go back over to KuCoin, and paste it in. All right, now I'm withdrawing XRP. I don't need a tag when I'm putting XRP in my own wallet, so I can safely skip the tag. All right, I'll go ahead and send the max. It's not a large amount. We'll tap withdraw. And once again, I can ignore the tag. I'm sending to my own wallet. And then I've got a few confirmation steps. All right, there's my verification code. All right, I've got the email code in, and I just need my two-factor from Google Authenticator. All right, and that withdrawal was successful, and I can see that it's processing. Let's go back to Ledger Live. All right, and you can see that the XRP has arrived in my wallet. So if we back out here, you can see now that I have 5 different wallets that I've created in my Ledger Live for my phone. Now, what about the desktop-based Ledger Live? If you remember, we created the Bitcoin and Ethereum accounts in Ledger Live on our desktop and access them through the phone. So let's go back over to the desktop version of Ledger Live and do the same thing. Now I have the device connected, as I should, and I want to access those 3 assets that I just added over on the phone app. So I'll click Accounts, we'll click Add Account, and we'll start with that ADA or Cardano, and we'll click Continue. So the app is already installed on the device. All I have to do is open it, right? And Ledger Live is going to scan my device through USB. Got the USB cable attached. And lo and behold, it has located that Cardano account that has the existing Cardano in there. It's also offering me the option of adding an empty account, which I won't do. We'll just choose Add Account. And there's the ADA. Now let's look for the DOT. We'll hit Add Account again. This time we'll choose DOT. We'll choose Continue. It exits the Cardano app and asks me to open the Polkadot app. As you recall, we've already installed the app, so now it just wants me to open it. It's going to scan for any existing wallets, which it should find. And there we go. And it offers me the option of creating an empty one, which I won't do at the moment. We'll hit Add Account. And there we go. There's one more, that XRP. We'll hit Add Account one more time. This time we'll choose XRP. We'll hit Continue. Then it wants us to open the XRP app. All right, and there we go. There's our existing wallet, and we've got the empty wallet that we have the option of adding, right? We'll just stick with the existing wallet. We'll hit Add Account. And there we go. So now you can see that we've synced up both apps, right? We've got the phone app that's got these 5 assets, and then we've also can see the same assets from our desktop version through USB. So the phone works through Bluetooth, the desktop version works through the USB cable, right? But because the private keys for all of these wallets are on this device, the device is the most important part, right? Each app can read the device to get the wallet information that it needs. All right, now I'm just going to do a couple more transfers for you guys just to drive everything home. I've got this Shiba Inu over here in my Binance US account. Let's go ahead and drop it in our Ledger Live wallet. So Shiba Inu is an ERC20 token. It's based on Ethereum, and so it's going to go inside our Ethereum wallet as a sub token. So the easiest way to do that is to just grab the address of our Ethereum wallet. I'll hit Continue. I can skip the hardware check, grab the address, go over to Binance US, do a withdrawal. Go ahead and send it all. We'll use ERC20 network. I'll paste in the address of my Ethereum wallet over in Ledger Live. We'll hit Preview Withdrawal. There's the breakdown. We'll hit Confirm Withdrawal. I'll put in my 2-factor, and then we're going to need to check that email. All right, there's the withdrawal request in my email. I'll hit Confirm Withdrawal, and that should go out. We can go back over to our accounts. We'll hit Ethereum, and you can see in my Ethereum wallet that the Shiba Inu has now arrived. Notice it's stored as a token inside my Ethereum wallet. So when we go to accounts, you can't see the Shiba Inu, but you can see in the Ethereum account that there are tokens. And I can click that, and there you can see the Shiba Inu. So ERC20 tokens are stored inside your Ethereum wallet. Now, last but not least, let's go ahead and get the last of the Bitcoin out of my Binance US account. I'll choose Withdraw. I'll go ahead and send it all. And it needs my address. So we're going to go over to Ledger Live and get the address. We'll click on the Bitcoin account. We'll choose Receive. I can skip the hardware check, and that is the Bitcoin address. If you've got a sharp eye, you'll notice that this is not the exact same Bitcoin address that it gave us the first time. Bitcoin wallets by default will generate a brand new sending address each time. So there's no need to be alarmed that the address is different than the last time. We'll just go ahead and grab that address. We'll go back over to Binance US. We'll paste in the address. We'll choose Preview. There's our breakdown. We'll choose Confirm Withdrawal and put in our Binance US code. All right, we're going to need to confirm in the email again. There's the email address. We'll hit Confirm Withdrawal. Then we can go over here and dismiss this address. So as I mentioned, a Bitcoin wallet will always generate a new sending address every time you ask it for an address, but you can reuse the old addresses. The old addresses will continue to work. If you have Bitcoin on an exchange and you've whitelisted your Ledger wallet address, you can continue to use that address over and over again. It will always end up in the wallet. All right, and now you can see that that additional Bitcoin has come into the wallet. You'll notice that it's orange and that it says not confirmed, and that this one that came in a while back has already been completely confirmed. So if I were to try to send, I would only be able to send out this amount, right? Because this amount has not confirmed yet. And let's go back over to the phone to confirm everything. Now, in this case, we don't really need to add any new accounts to the phone. We'll just go into Ledger Live, and we can do a quick refresh here and see now there's more Bitcoin in the account, right? It doesn't really matter the interface that I use to deposit Bitcoin into these wallets, right? Whether I use my phone or whether I use my desktop, it's all going into the same wallet, right? The wallets start on the device. The device generates the initial address of the wallet, the private key, and from there, everything else follows. Also notice that I can see that Shiba Inu there, and it's got a little tiny little T on there, which tells me that it's a token. So, and we did that over on the desktop version of Ledger Live too, but once you get the wallets created on both devices, they will both reflect any updates in balances. Doesn't matter whether you use your phone or your computer. So if you have any questions about anything I did, please throw them up in the comments and I'll do my best to get them answered. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.